Six figures. I've been making six figures since I was 18 years old. If you want to learn how to make six figures and what, more importantly, you should do with that six figures, let's dive in. All right, guys, so Justin Nelson here, CEO of Sphere Rocket VA, which is a multi-eight-figure company that I have founded and grown now at the age of 26 years old. But I get asked all the time, Justin, how long have you been making six figures? How long have you been making seven figures? And if you were trying to make six figures as fast as possible, what would you do? So I'm just gonna tell you from my own experience, what I started to study, what people do to make six figures. I really found that it was never in a 9-to-5, right? Now I have nothing against 9-to-5s, right? I've been around people that are in 9-to-5s, family members are in 9-to-5s, nothing against it, right? However, if you're truly asking yourself, what's the fastest way that I can get from 0 to six figures, 99.9% of the time, the fastest way is going to be being in a sales role, a commission role, or owning your own business. I'm gonna give you two answers here. If you're looking to get your fastest way to six figures with not a lot of experience, not a lot of knowledge in a certain area, and you really don't care what you're doing, I truly believe that becoming a real estate agent is one of the fastest ways that you can start to make six figures. However, just because that's the fastest way doesn't necessarily mean that's the way you should go, right? So there's a difference between fast, sustainable, and so many different factors. But if you're looking for purely the fastest way to go to six figures, real estate by far is one of the fastest ways, right? If you're getting a $10,000 commission check, you sell 10 homes a year, you've basically made six figures. And so it's by far the easiest threshold, in my opinion, if you're willing to grind, work your ass off, is to get into real estate. Now, however, if you don't like real estate, you don't like, having to find your own business, there's obviously plenty of other roles that you guys can get involved in where, car sales or anything that's sales, right? It might sound crazy, but anything that's got an untapped potential on your commissions is a great place to start to make six figures. And so if you're hungry, you're willing to learn, anything that's got a commission role. Now, with that also being said, just because it's a commission role doesn't necessarily mean that you can make six figures. If you go into a company and you look around and everybody's commissioned and they're all making 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 grand a year, sure, I understand that you could be the exception and you could crush it, but there's still gonna be a cap to your potential if the environment that you are in is capping that. And so the fastest way, I would say, for me personally, in full belief, is real estate, right? Becoming a real estate agent. However, there are so many other opportunities. So whether it's starting your own business in something you like, there's obviously many, many ways to do that. And this channel will have a ton of stuff about how to do that. But if you're asking me just the straight question, what is the fastest way to earn six figures? If you have nothing, you don't have college degrees, anything like that, it would definitely be jumping into real estate as a real estate agent. If you have any questions for me about that, just drop a comment down below, hit me up personally. I'm more than happy to answer any questions, but it's by far one of the quickest ways. The other reason I like that answer is you can be doing anything in the world and still be a real estate agent, right? You can run your photography business, you can sell cookies, you can run a knitting company, you can own a restaurant. Real estate is one of those things where it's an accent industry, right? I get a lot of people that are like, we hate part-timers. I think it's fine, right? There's always gonna be part-timers in real estate. And so even if you're, let's say you're running an event company, a photography company, and you run that company, you're being very successful about it, maybe you make 50, 100, 150 grand a year, and over the course of your clients, you meet 4, 5, 6 people that need to buy or sell a home. Maybe your mom, dad need to sell a home, your brother, sister, your friends, your coworkers. It's an easy way to accidentally many times run into an extra 50, 100, 150 grand a year without having to put a ton of extra work in. So we see a lot of teachers do this. We see a lot of different things like that. It's because it's so flexible and it's not a high barrier of entry job. So just wanted to bring you guys a quick video, something that was on my mind of the best way to make six figures as fast as possible. The real answer is, I believe real estate's one of the fastest ways. The other answer is just falling in love with something you do and going all in on it and let everything else take care of itself from there. So as always, Justin Nelson here, CEO of Sphere Rocket Virtual Assistants. I'll see you guys in future videos.